hello, anyone that's just signing on. My name is Ken Bernhardt. I'm managing director at Corbis. We're going to just let a few more minutes, leave a few more minutes for everyone else to keep joining on. So give me another minute or two and we'll start, please. Okay. Looks like our audience is filling up a little bit. Good, good. One more minute, please. All right. Okay. All right, everyone. In an effort to honor everyone who is punctual and to give us a little bit of time for everyone else to join us over the next minute or two, I'd like to start our introduction. Uh, Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us today, and welcome to our Streamline BIM Design Coordination with Power BI webinar. I'm Ken Bernhardt. I'm a Managing Director of Construction and Development at Corbis. And among my roles at Corbis is to lead the construction and development division of Corbis in helping an expanded group of our clients, including developers, retail brands, property owners, and similar, with construction management, pre-construction, and program management type of services. And that's in addition to production architecture and design coordination services you might already be aware of. So Corbis has always been a firm of a proponent of developing talent as a combination of hands-on work and organized trainings. Corbis House is our initiative to optimize know-how and connect our vast network of professionals that we've nurtured for over 20 years working domestically and internationally. So Corbis House has multiple approaches, including basic and advanced training, research and development projects, and starting last year, webinars about hot topics like the one we're about to talk about today. So today's topic, titled Streamline BIM Design Coordination with Power BI, is not simply about software. It's rather, but rather how we at BIM, how we at Corbis can hone our BIM coordination skills and process by implementing an appropriate tool. So in other words, it's not just a hammer that frames the house, but rather the carpenter that frames the house. So we wanted to kind of just clarify that. And to be more specific, my personal passion for the subject matter comes from my own trauma, I like to say, working in the construction industry for the past 30 years and seeing recurrent conflicts and recurring issues that could have been eliminated if the right approach was taken earlier in the design stages of projects. So further, I've also seen many construction reports of progress or change orders or RFIs, and have also seen large BIM reports, which, though useful and filled with great data, are ineffective if these reports are too large or intimidating to read and actually use. So they often get overlooked and just sit on a shelf instead of being used as an efficient tool. So our team has been working with developers in the US and the Middle East on projects of all different sizes and complexities with stakeholders that range from highly advanced BIM users to mom and pop shops. And in doing so, we discovered that no technology alone can save the day unless it provides an easy way to interact with the data to make for faster and better informed decisions. So, by being pushed by higher and higher client demands, we had to find a sharper solution. So, our team, led by Lucretia Kikuchi, our head of BIM, who's been leading our BIM advancements and working with us for 15 years, working with Florencia Redamal, who's also a BIM manager, and Franco Santillan, also known as Frankie to us all inside of Corbis, our BIM coordinator, have been working together with our software development team, and we're able to connect our BIM outputs and with that Power BI interface. And that's really when the magic happened. So I myself was able to see this innovative combination unlock the power of BIM technology by making it accessible to all members of the design team. The level of engagement in the coordination meetings scaled up and had a significant impact on the ultimate goal, which is to deliver a better coordinated project that'll have less blind spots and design RFIs, and that will provide more accuracy to the pre-construction and construction processes. So our webinar today is to share what we've learned and hopefully poke the brilliant minds in this gathering to keep pushing the boundaries in our construction industry. So to just drill down a little bit more, Franco, like I said, a BIM coordinator at Corbis since 2021, has been committed to enhancing efficiency and optimizing the work process in a BIM environment on several medium and large-scale Corbis projects. Franco is a dedicated leader with a passion for research, innovation, and efficiency. So I'm confident that you'll enjoy his style as well as the presentation. Lastly, a few bits of information. The presentation itself is about 20 minutes, followed by a brief Q&A at the end. So please keep your microphones off, stay muted on this call, and the participation at the end, Q&A, will be via chat. So please just write your any questions that you might have in the group chat, and then I'll share them with Franco and he can respond. So without further ado, I'd like to hand over the microphone and the controls over to Franco. Hope you guys enjoy.
Hi all, thank you Ken for introducing me. I will be the main speaker in this webinar, and I will explain, describe the different methodologies that we apply in this service that we call BIM Design Coordination. We will be reviewing some different benefits and topics that are included in this service, but we also will describe and share with you different interesting topics that come from a specific and real project that we apply a few weeks ago, this same methodology. So, and then we will have a final conclusion slide to review all the topics that we described during this webinar. The first step that I want to share with you about this BIM Design Coordination service is what is. This is a new service that Corbis is providing, and the main goal of this service is look for a full coordinated project. This service includes all the disciplines involved in an architectural project and look for different discrepancies, lack of coordination, and mistakes among the teams. And we use the different methodology from professional knowledge and also from different software that we have currently available. What is a BIM Design Coordination specifically? It's an entire process where different professionals involved in this project review, analyze, and look for different discrepancies in the same project between different disciplines And also we review not only the 3D geometry, but we pay attention in the different drawing that we receive and compare this information with the models that are part of the different elements and information included from our clients, looking for different discrepancies about the sizes and the specs between these two different part of information. One of the most important goals of this service is that we have to detect a discrepancy or a lack of coordination early to solve before the construction phase to save money and time before the builders find these different discrepancies in the field. Sorry. As I said previously, this has different benefits, such as the error prevention, because we are anticipating the different lack of coordination between the disciplines, and we share this information among the teams using different BIM coordination meeting that we set weekly or bi-weekly. And in these specific calls, we share this information and look for a fast resolution, or we elevate this information to an RFI. Other possible benefits of this service is the main things in this call, that is, we are trying to save money and time before the construction phase. So one of the bigger topics in this service is resolve all the discrepancies before the construction phase, but also during the design time. Included in this service is the BIM coordination meeting, where Corbis has a pivot role, and we share this information with the entire team or the team leaders for each of one, and we are looking for an improved collaboration in the same project. So basically, we are trying to make more efficient this communication, and we are trying to avoid lack of coordination using best communication ways. The BIM coordination meeting is a specific call where the Corbis team professionals share all the information that was identified, classified, and grouped previously to share with the other teams. Can be from architectural team, structure, or the MEP teams, and then look for a solution, a fast solution if is possible. But if not, we can elevate this to a RFI to assign a responsible of this lack of coordination. To do that, we can use different platforms such as Airtable, Autodesk Construction Cloud, Procore, or any other available in the market to match the information that the general contractor is using to manage all the architectural production of the entire building, but also with this new methodology that we are offering. Now I will share some important topics about a real project where we apply this BIM design coordination service. This is a senior housing in California, And this is part of our portfolio of one of our clients. Once we receive this approbation to apply this methodology in a real project, we need to receive all the possible information, such as the set of drawings, the 3D geometry models, and also all the specs from the consultants involved in this project. So a group of professionals analyze and detect different critical zones to focus all our efforts in a specific zone where we consider more important to pay attention than the other ones for the different MEP disciplines layout, and also for the construction criteria that our professional and manager and construction manager has based on our experience. So the first step for this service is apply a heat maps. In this particular project, we apply this heat map criteria to identify where we should pay attention to find the most critical clashes in a specific area of this project that was a senior housing with 4 different levels, and in the basement we have different food prep area, and in the upper levels we have typical units to the residents. Once we have the approbation for this heat map from our client, we move to Revit and then to Dynamo to find all the possible discrepancies between the disciplines. We generally use 2 different disciplines to find discrepancies, and use the professional knowledge to identify, classify, and group all the information to make simpler the communication among teams. Once we have all the information classified, analyzed, and grouped in Navisworks, we move all this information again to a friendly software such as Revit, and then we export all the clash information to Power BI to merge using some external software such as Speckle and Power BI, all the information regarding the criteria to group all the information, and also a 3D model that allow us to share this info easy and more faster with the other people. I will be sharing my screen, but also I will share the real report in Power BI, so you can see that I will be jumping between 2 different slides. This is the real Power BI monitor applied to the specific project that I am talking. So you can see that for this reduced scope of work, we analyzed this part of the project, and the final number of clashes that we analyzed and classified was 460 of the total of clashes, after filtering the information about the non-important clashes, such as modeling mistake or produced by a lower L of D. Below, you can see that some graphs are placed to classify and to group the different clashes into different categories or criteria. From the total count of clashes, we recognize the 33% of the total as critical ones, and the other such as non-critical. A critical clash is basically a clash that requires our attention right now to solve this lack of coordination immediately, and the non-critical are the clashes that we have to pay attention to solve, but not right now specifically. Then in the next to this orange graph, graph, we use this methodology to classify the internal number of clashes in steps or levels and by disciplines. In the second monitor, sorry for the delay. In the second monitor, you can see that the internal number of clashes after filtering, I can use different methodologies to filter the information. We can isolate that total of number of clashes to take a look about what is or are the disciplines that are more uncoordinated. So in this specific case, we find more clashes critical in the architectural versus mechanical test. So it can be useful take a discussion or maybe a meeting to coordinate this mistake between those teams to coordinate the entire design. We also are looking for coordination, but the main goal of this service is save money and time. So we can simulate amount of money based on the different categories of caches that we detected, applying a specific value based on some sources. So in this specific case that we find 111 critical clashes and 348 non-critical clashes, the total amount of money saved after after fix these different clashes is around $330,000. And now I will share 2 or 3 different clash samples that come from this same project, but they are used as sample because we have to review each of them to take them and share all the entire information about the design criteria, the placement of the items that are clashing, and different meanings about the design with both teams to decide what is the correct way to solve all the clashes faster and easily. So as you can see in this particular clash, we found clash that occurs for an uncoordination between the architectural team and the electrical team. I will share through the report. And as you can see, this electrical outlet is placed below the recommendation and is placed at the same time in a position that is clashing with the concrete curve that the architectural team is placing at the same time. So our recommendation after the analysis of this specific instance is send a RFI to the electrical team to push all the electrical outlets at least 12 inches above the finished floor. Doing this or taking this action, we will resolve a lot of different clashes that will not be a problem in the construction field. The second critical clash is between the structure and the plan beam. In this specific case, the senior housing project has a technical area between the first slab and the second one. So the design from the architectural walls was completely different between those 2 levels. And we have to review the different pipe connections horizontal between those levels. So in this case, we made a test between the structural design and the plumbing design, and we find that the plumbing engineer was placing all the drainage roof. Let me show you in the real report. Sorry. Flash number 15, sorry. Here is the real conflict that we found. The plumbing engineer was running all the pipes inside the architectural walls, but between the level 1 and 2, we detect that metal beam is placed from the structural team, and those elements are clashing in this point. So we have to take this clash as a critical, because we have to review the design from both teams and negotiate which team will be update their design. This is the other one, but I think that we have to skip. So finally, I want to share and review some conclusion about this new service that Corbis is developing and offering. So the first of all is all the analysis from the architectural project and the BIM design coordination is looked and was and should be done by professional. In our team, we have different architects, engineer, and our construction manager as part of the team, with several years of experience in the construction field, with construction methodology in the US and in Middle East. So we have to apply this knowledge to classify and group the clashes, and we prefer not use the machine learning and also the AI to avoid this focus on the study of these items. We have also used the technical and technological software such as Speckle, Power BI, and some plugins developed in-house by Floretamal that can be really useful for us to move all the information among the different software. But again, all the analysis is done by our professional. Then I want to review that and to remark that this process offered different opportunities and flexibility to move to different platforms of management information, such as Airtable, Autodesk Construction Cloud, Procore, among others. And we can produce different movement and improvement in this report to adapt this information to others platforms. The fifth topic is the BIM coordination meeting as a crucial part of this service. We have to share this information, and it's really important that the professionals that group and classify after studying the entire project share these specific conditions to the responsibles to solve as faster as possible the different issues. Number 6, the early class detection is equal to save money and time, because we are anticipating different issues before the construction phase. And this is basically translated with a lower RFI quality and quantity before the construction phase. So we will arrive to the construction phase with a full coordinated project. Finally, And about the final report in Power BI, this is a really user-friendly report because any technological or technical skill is needed to use this report. And also we have the opportunity to share this information using a link. We can send a simple link and you can access using Chrome or Microsoft Edge, to access to this report and share this information as you want. And well, as you can see previously in my webinar, all the information is in live inside of this report, so you can isolate and filter the information as you want. Basically, we use this methodology to filter the theoretical information, or maybe by step to pay attention in a specific area, in not in the entire project at the same time. Ken, are you here?
I am here.
Okay.
Great job.
Thank you. Do you want to share from the chat box the different question or comments that the people can
Yes,
have?
absolutely. Thanks, Frankie. That's some good stuff. Wow. I'm always a fan of efficiency, but it's good to know that you have a lot of powerful information within this tool that seems flexible and user friendly. So thank you for that takeaway. Yes, I have a couple of questions. The first one, what format do you use to take the information from Rivet to Power BI? Do you make an Excel file before, or is it directly from Revit?
Yeah, we use Excel, but also we move the information from Navisworks to Revit using a plugin that Flore Tamal developed previously to move all the information that the professional group and analyzed previously automatically, we can say, to the Revit. And this is the 3D model that is connected with Speckle.
Interesting. Okay, that sounds pretty easy. You want another one?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Is there any possibility to track changes?
Yeah, as I said previously, this report allows to connect with different platforms such as Procore or Autodesk Construction Cloud, and this platform provide different plugins that can connect the Navisworks model with the platform. So we can associate a specific or a group of clashes with an RFI, and this information is directly connected with our report. So we can track this different information using an comment or directly the RFI number.
Nice. Okay.
Do you have another
You're
one?
you're making it too easy. Okay. How about let me see. At what stages, at what project stages would you recommend running clash detection reports?
Ideally, the idea of this service is applied in an early design phase, such as DD, to analyze all the design from all the teams at the same time in an early design phase. So we can use part of the time of the design to collaborate among the teams and coordinate the entire process, and then apply another round in the following phase of the design before the construction phase. In general, we apply this methodology using at least 2 different rounds. One of them is the first one, of course, and the following should be a review from the previous clashes detected, and then the review of the new clashes, possible clashes.
Frankie, did we lose you?
Can you hear me?
Is it me?
Can you hear me?
Want to take a question, Lucretia? Or should we leave it to the
He's
man?
back.
Sorry.
All right.
Did you hear the entire response from me?
So, did you answer about how often we would run reports?
Ideally, we have to apply this methodology at least 2 different times. One of them should be applied in an early design phase, and then another round to take the different clashes that we found in the previous one, and a new analyze round of the new design changes, at least in the cities phases. So maybe 1 month per instance could be okay.
Okay. It's not too bad. How long does it take to get a report done? Is the next one.
The analysis is the part of the service that require more attention and time from us and from our team, of course. So I think that it depends of the big of the architectural project, but also from the different uncoordinated things that we can find. After filtering this information, the final report is basically automatically done. The hard work was done previously, so it can take 1 day to make all the reports.
Cool. Do we need any? Does the user need any specific Power BI licenses to see the reports?
Yeah. Specific license is necessary to access to this report. This is not for this report, is for the methodology to share this information. So the Fabric license from Microsoft is needed, but if you have not a license, a payment license, a trial version is available for 2 months, I think.
Okay. Cool. It looks like we've got one more question. Let me read this one to you carefully so I understand it. Did you develop the plugin to export from Navis to Revit? So hold on, there's a part 2. And why do you do that middle step? Is it better than exporting directly from Navis to Power BI?
We didn't develop a plugin to export the information directly from Navisworks to Revit. We use a single Excel files to export all the information from Navisworks, and then we connect this file with the final report, and also use this information to move all the information and place different families in Revit. This is the process that is automatically done.
Cool. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I think we should wrap it up. We've got a couple other straggler questions, but we're at our time. So what I'll say to everyone is thank you very much. I'd like to thank Franco, of course, for his wonderful presentation, but as well as thank you to all of our participants. I hope that everyone enjoyed it and hopefully gained some insight. And I just wanted to say to not to hesitate for any other follow-up. If you want to bomb Frankie with some emails and questions, please feel free. And please feel free to follow up with us. Feel free to reach out if we can help you in any way with your projects, in the future. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it all, and look forward to staying in touch.
Thank you all for attending to this webinar. See you.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.